Good morning, everyone. I see lots of familiar faces in here, but if this is your first time in Highland, if you're a special guest, a relative, a neighbor, we want to give you a warm welcome. So I know we had our special guests in kindergarten through second grade this morning. I hope you enjoyed your visit. And after our awesome performance here this morning, we'll have our special guests go into third, fourth, and fifth grade. So again, thank you for being here. I always like to do a little survey with everybody to see how far people traveled. So just raise your hand if you're from our district, Rosemont, even Apple Valley. Most people, okay. How about in the metro area but outside of our district? All right. How about outside the metro but still in Minnesota? Okay. And how about out of state? All right. Midwest. And let's see, is anybody out of the country? Anybody traveling from out of the country? All right. So I just want to see who our furthest travelers were. Those of you that are out of Minnesota, throw out some states that you came from. Iowa. Awesome. Miss Ehlers and I are from Iowa. So, welcome. Any other states? Washington. What are some other states? Wisconsin? Awesome. Anybody else? Florida, okay. Oh, what was another one? Okay, so Florida is probably our furthest. So at Highland, we're the Highland Scotties, the Highland Scotty Dogs, that's our mascot. We actually had a flag raising ceremony for Veterans Day a couple weeks ago. It was really cold outside, and I was teasing the kids. I said we might have to be the Highland Siberian Huskies for a day because it was a little chilly. But for those who's from Florida again, we have a couple T-shirts. We actually have superheroes here at Highland too, but you guys are official Scotty Dogs. So after, I'll just leave these with Miss Dee Dee in the office, and you guys can take those. All right, so this Special Friend Day has been a tradition in Highland since it opened in 1986. Although, because of COVID, we had a little pause the last couple of years, but we did change the name years ago to Special Friends to make it more inclusive, so welcome. I just have this, I want to make sure I don't forget anybody, just a thank yous for people that helped make this day possible. So first of all, to all our volunteers, we have parking lot volunteers, we have volunteers in the hallways. It's just great to get people back to the school again, so I want to thank them. And then we have lots of adults helping out for our performance today. So Mrs. Almeida is a former Highland teacher. She has been helping with this performance for years, so welcome her back. Mrs. Flake is our FIA teacher, so she's helping out. Mrs. Highland, I don't know if she's here. She's one of our paraprofessionals. She's been helping out. And Mrs. Crumley, is she here? She's been helping out too. So, and finally, Mrs. Ehlers. And I told her I was not going to get choked up, but I might a little bit this morning. So Michelle has been here since 1986, and I keep teasing her, we're not the NFL, that she's signed another 10-year contract with us, but unfortunately, we're not the NFL. But she is truly a gift for a school. There's no other school that does something like this. And when you guys see the performance, you're going to see that she really brings out the best in kids. Boys and girls, when Mr. Ryburn was in elementary school, I would not have been up here like you guys were, but having her bring out the best in kids for singing and dancing, performing, just her passion for the arts is just amazing. So with that, I'm going to turn over to Mrs. Ehlers and welcome to JOUST, our musical.
Thank you, we are so excited. There are 70, Chad, you should not have started the tear thing. There's 75 kids in the choir, and they've been practicing for 9 weeks. It's so nice to be back performing for you. Oh. So, we are excited. We are very, very excited. We know you will enjoy the performance and enjoy the show. Thank you.
Once upon a medieval time, in a land far away, unless, of course, you were in England, it is not so far away at all, there lived a mighty king who had a son by the name of Arthur that he did not want. He gave that son away to his mystical advisor, Merlin. That's me. And I, in turn, gave the king's son to serve the good knight, Sir Hector, as his lily page, and then squire. Sir Hector and Arthur lived in a place crowded with the most rowdy, bawdy, unruly, untidy, yet mighty medieval men. If not, let me tell you.
Oh, Merlin, let us tell it. You'll go on for days.
I guess that would be all right, but
It was the day of the big joust. Everyone was gathered in a roped-off area with their armors, horses, weapons,
and attended by the young squires.
Squires are young men who hope one day to be knights themselves.
The squires do everything for the knights, including getting ready for the joust.
remember, Arthur was a squire for Sir Hector.
Everyone's gathered for the biggest joust of the year.
It's like the World Series of all jousts.
Stanley Cup.
The Super Bowl.
The Olympics of the jousting world.
Enough already, let's have a song. squire's job is to serve his knight. So what happens when the knight forgets his most important weapon?
The squire has to get it.
Sir Hector forgot his sword at home.
Not good for a knight who's on deck at the joust.
So Arthur takes off as fast as his squirry legs will take him.
He went to the streets of town past the castle moat.
Past the church at several fine dining establishments.
By the time he reaches town square, he realizes he's only halfway home.
He knows he will never make it all the way home, get Sir Hector's sword, and then get back to the joust in time for Sir Hector to participate.
Now this is where I have to remind you of the legend of King Arthur. You'll recall from your lessons that when the king, Arthur's father, died, there was no heir to the throne.
That'll teach him to give his son away.
So the royal court had his sword placed in a stone in the middle of town square.
The legend says that whomever could pull the sword out of the stone would be the rightful heir to the throne.
They would become king.
I just said that.
It is in front of this sword-stabbed stone that Squire Arthur finds himself as he is racing home to retrieve Sir Hector's sword.
What you probably don't recall from this famous legend is that only a few steps away from that stone was another rock.
Sticking out of that rock was something even more beautiful and enticing than the former king's sword.
And that's what caught his attention.
Is someone something interesting protruding from it? I only have time to choose one and get back to the joust. Well, this was most certainly a sword and it seems a logical choice. But this one's much more colorful and seems full of many fantastic possibilities. I'm taking this one!
Does this at all sound familiar to you? Well, watch what happens next.
My lord, I have probably the best instrument I could find. Isn't it colorful?
What is this?
I have no idea. But isn't it beautiful?
Beautiful indeed, but what can it do?
The strange tube in the stone in the middle of town square. Everyone knows whoever pulls it out is the rightful heir to the throne.
I thought that was the sword. Duh, it works for both.
What? Can this really be? Am I really the new king?
Yes, Your Majesty. And what would be your first decree?
You mean anything?
Yes, you're the king.
Well, I decree that from now on in this kingdom, there will be no use for swords or weapons of any sort except this marvelous, colorful instrument.
What? You can't be serious! I think that's a marvelous idea.
And until you monkey use an idea, none of his damsels will be friendly to you at all.
Or wash your clothes. Or cook your meals. Or cheer your jousting.
King Arthur says no more swords!
And that's the way it's going to be. All hail the king! All hail King Arthur! Every man come far and near. There's gonna be some change around here. If you want your trusty boy, show your shoes, put down your sword. Time to grow up, show yourself. Living in peace is not so tough. That's the way it's gonna be. If you want some help from me, that's the way it's gonna be. Mark my words and you will see. That's the way it's gonna be. You mean after a long day warding over the serfs, there won't be a hot meal waiting for me? Not if you're loading with anything but that. You mean I'm gonna have to wash my own clothes every year?
Or wear them dirty. You mean I have to milk my own cow?
From now on, unless you pick up that boom whacker instead of a sword, if you want milk, you get moving.
Boom whacker? What a fantastic name! Come on, Mary, get the sword out of here.
Here, let me try. Ooh, I think I pulled something. That's the way it's gonna be. If you want some help from me, that's the way it's gonna be. Mark my words and you will see. That's the way it's gonna be.
Well, all seems fine. The rumor has it there's an attack coming from France. I just said that.
Attack from France?
Oh no!
And all we have to fight with are these colorful boom whackers.
Stop! Silence! You must keep sound head or we will surely go down in defeat.
Your Majesty, what do we do?
I think we'll just sing a round. I mean, rounds are good. Here, gather on my round table and I'll show you what I mean.
knights of the round table, we are strong and we are able. There's no foe we cannot vanquish, we know might makes might. Sing with me!
We're the knights of the round table. We are strong and we are able. There's no foe we cannot vanquish. We know might makes might.
Now, are we boys or are we men?
Men!
Are we men or are we knights?
Knights!
Are we knights of the round table?
Yes, Your Majesty!
Then sing, men! Sing like the knights you are!
We're the knights of the round table. We are strong and we are able. There's no foe we cannot vanquish. We know might makes might. We're the knights of the round table. We are strong and we are able. There's no foe we cannot vanquish. We know might makes might. We're the knights of the round table. We are strong and we are able. There's no foe we cannot vanquish. We know might makes might. We're the knights of the round table. We are strong and we are able. There's no foe we cannot vanquish. We know might makes might. Left, right, left, right, left. Right.
There, wasn't that nice? Okay, Your Majesty, we're still doing our best, but still have to do these things. I know. Let's call the smartest advisors we know. They'll know what to do.
I naturally thought the king was referring to me, but as I stepped forward, I heard.
Yes, call the court justice. They will always know what to do.
If you can get past some silly jokes and write ridiculous songs.
Look, I see one now. A fool on the hill.
Not just one, but the whole cast of them.
Smartest dudes inside the doors. They're cute and kind of cool. They're always well like plastic art, but they did well in school. Never dumb, never cruel. They're nobody's fool, no, no, no. They're nobody's fool. Be careful who you call a fool. They make you smile like stars. No exception to the rule. They think outside the box. Never dumb, never cruel. They're nobody's fool, no, no, no. They're nobody's fool. If you wonder about yourself, what kind of fool am I? Well, my fools fall in love. You ever wonder why? If you want to give yourself a silly little thrill, do your best with all the rest of the fool up on the hill.
Your Majesty, we hear you have a problem. Yes, my friend. I made the decision that we will be a peace-loving nation. That we will turn ourselves into boomlackers and live side by side with our neighbors in friendship.
And we damsels are backing them up by not being nice with the men until they go along with the king.
That's the way it's going to be.
I think that's a great idea. The problem is, we have just been told that their furniture are on the way to attack us, and I don't think they're going to be on playing boom whackers.
It's all my fault. I truly believed we wouldn't need weapons if we always did the right thing, and more fairly and filled with harmony. And now, my entire kingdom in jeopardy. All I ever wanted was music. All I ever wanted was soul.
I just said that.
Can this really be? Did you really only arrive with those instruments?
We must see. We found our disease sticking out of a rock in the middle of Paris, and our ladies have insisted that we turn our swords into these, or they will not be nice to us.
Or wash your clothes.
Or cook your meals.
Or cheer your jousting.
I see you have your own problems to worry about.
They are colorful though.
Well, what are we going to do?
I have to think.
And something very special began to happen.